Wrestling, the very best in professional wrestling. Portland Wrestling is brought to you by Tom Peterson's. For all your furniture, appliance, stereo, and TV needs, it's Tom Peterson's, with 3 great stores at 82nd and Southeast Foster Road.
Hello, everybody. I'm Don Cost, your host for Portland Wrestling. I was just telling my partner, Dutch Savage here, look at what's happening tonight. Dutchman, we've got a heavyweight championship match.
Oh, boy.
There, we got Oliver going against a Ninja in a war.
Tag team match. Big things happening here at the sports arena tonight, folks. Are you sure you're watching Channel 12, KPTV? You better keep your eyes glued to this set.
Are you sitting down?
Gangbusters.
We've got a coal miner's glove match, Avalanche and Assassin. Whoa, don't you dare go away. We'll be back with all the action, all the news, all the interviews, all the Dutch Savages right after this.
You did that real good.
Everything in this commercial is free if we don't beat your best price before or after the sale. It's free, guaranteed. We buy better, so we sell better. So shop with confidence that these prices are the lowest. Like this GE 30-inch electric range, $295. This Sanyo 2-door refrigerator, $297. This Whirlpool washer and dryer pair, both pieces, $479. Now that's Tom Peterson's The Happy Place to buy. It's worth the trip.
What if you could have it all? You can. Bob Frink has it all for you.
Take away the hassles. Take away the crowd. Take away the traffic. What's left? The No Hassle Auto Show. The Bob Frink Auto Show. With special auto show discount prices. Plus, hundreds and hundreds of new and used cars and trucks to choose from. Now, at Bob Frink, Nissan, Hyundai, Suzuki on McLaughlin Boulevard. Mitsubishi on Canyon Road, Chevrolet in Oregon City.
Bob Frink, we have it all for you.
This is the sight and sound of a healthy heart. To have it, you should exercise and follow a cholesterol-reducing diet. That's why you should use Safola. Safola can actually help reduce your cholesterol level. That's because Safola has more beneficial polyunsaturates than any leading oil, even Mazola and Puritan.
Chicken tastes great.
Thanks, honey. And thank you, Safola.
So listen to your heart. Safola.
A message from Dairy Queen.
Children see a lot of violence on some TV shows, and that's why many parents put violent programs off limits. But here's another idea. Occasionally, watch a violent show with your child, and then take time to talk about the violence. For example, if a TV hero seems to solve all his problems with one punch, you might explain how a fist fight almost always makes matters worse. Real violence has real-life consequences.
And once again, we'll welcome you back to the Portland Sports Arena on this Saturday night. Good crowd here, man. These folks, listen to this place, Dutch. They have come loaded and for action, and that's exactly what they're going to get tonight, all night long.
Super duper gangbusters. I'm taking a look at some of these notes you've handed me here. Looks like a book, Ripley's Believe It or Not. Look at the matches all over the country here.
Some of those notes are up for payment, and I wish you'd catch up on those if you could.
My goodness, before Don Owen gets in the ring there's something happening here. Where is this? The Salem Armory on Thursday, February the 4th. Wait till we tell you about the bouts that are going to take place there.
And the event that's going to take place.
Woo!
Oh, we've got Steve Dahl and Art Barr. Wow, man, we're going to get things started. In great fashion. This should be an excellent match, good sportsmanship match, hopefully. Here's Don Owen getting into the ring, and he'll make the announcement of our first match tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The first event this evening will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 226 pounds, Art Barr. His opponent in this corner, 234 pounds, from Texas, Steve Dahl. Referee Sandy Barr.
Young Steve Dahl and young
next Saturday night, all kids are admitted free of charge if they're with an adult to see a real big card. So get a party up and come on down next Saturday night, kid.
You know, a lot of people do that too, Dutch. They'll get a party together and they'll come on down to the Portland Sports Arena, especially on Free Kids Night. which is going to be next Saturday night.
Roger Dodger. I said Farrenbar. My mistake. That's young Art Barr in the deep purple trunks with the white boots. And with his back to you, who is that, Don?
That's one half of the tag team championship right there. That's Steve Dahl,
Pacific Coast Heavyweight Tag Team Champion.
You bet. This should be an excellent match, Dutch. These guys individually are extremely fast and powerful. You put them together, and you may have trouble keeping track of this match. Hope your eyes are ready to go at 78 RPM.
78 RPMs.
That's right.
They don't make 78 RPMs anymore. Oh, you're talking. Oh, I see. Okay.
They did in your day.
I know, Don. Here we go. It's not nice to be bad and mean to the guys in the color. Here comes Rip Oliver.
Look behind you there.
I got him. You've got the announcers. Mike, you go over there.
Rip Oliver is coming into the crow's nest, and he's got somebody with him. Come on. What's that, Rip?
Split camera around here. I'd like to get a split camera around here if we could. I'd like everybody to see. I've got so much confidence in myself tonight, Don Coss, Dutch Savage. I'm going to take a man that is 6'7", 340 pounds. I'm going to take him, and I'm going to pin him right on the mat, amateur style. We'll get down in referee's position, and I'm going to take the man, Big Punk, Big American Ninja, Brian Adams. Well, I've got so much confidence in myself tonight, Don Coss, as you can see, I brought my son down here just to sit and watch me pin this man, 6'7". You see, the man ain't too small himself. Well, it's just a matter of time. Brian Adams, I'm going to pin you. 1, 2, 3, right out here, amateur style, right on the mat. That's
Wait, before you go, let me understand this. You're going to wrestle this man, catch as catch can, amateur style. None of the crippling tactics. None of the crippling tactics.
The marquee says wrestling, Savage. The marquee says wrestling.
You're not going to pull any dirty tactics.
I wouldn't bring my son down if I was going to do something like that. I'm going to show him.
You have a fine-looking young man here.
That's right. He's a good athlete, amateur wrestler too. That's why I'm going to take the man and I'm going to pin him. I want my son to be proud of me.
You know, his son looks like he's main event material right now.
What do you think of that?
I don't buy that for a second.
You don't?
No, we've.
Well, I was going to say, if you did, I've got a bridge to sell you.
We've seen too much of Rip Oliver in the past years, and I'm sure that Brian Adams, the American Ninja, isn't buying that any more than we are. I think it's been many years since Rip Oliver has fought an amateur wrestling match. And that's a world away from professional wrestling. However, his son, wow, that's a big kid.
That's a nice-looking young man.
Yeah.
He does come from good stock. You have to understand, Rip Oliver is one of the best professionals at his trade that I've known in quite a long time. There might be bigger men than Rip Oliver. There might be stronger men than Rip Oliver, but I've never seen one quite as crafty as Rip Oliver.
That's for sure. And I think this is part of his craftiness up here. He knows that Brian Adams, the American Ninja, is back there listening and watching all this. And I don't think he's going to psych that man out at all.
It's beyond me to believe that this is going to be a purely amateur match. Greco-Roman or freestyle. I've got to see this. Well, our announcer brought the attention that my son Mark Savage at one time was breaking into professional wrestling, and he got hurt rather severely. A crippling accident in Kansas City, broke his collarbone, and several places shattered it, and he had to retire from the business in his first year.
I remember Mark when he started out here. Boy, he was a good-looking kid too, and he, in fact, I remember watching him develop from week to week, and man, he really bulked up. I mean, he was a super big kid. Hey, I tell you, that would have been a great match. Your boy against Rip Oliver's.
Yeah, it sure would have. I hope this young man, Rip's this amicable-looking young man, I hope he follows in his father's footsteps as far as professional wrestling goes, but not his tactics.
Yeah, not his style.
There's a reverse hip lock by Art Barr. Try for a pin. And Mr. Peterson kicks out, and they're both on their feet.
Yeah, well, Mr. Peterson's probably watching this match. That's Mr. Dahl in there. Steve Dahl and Art Barr going at it. And I tell you, Steve Dahl is going to be doing double duty tonight, Dutch, because he's going to be coming back later, and he's going to be teaming up with Scott Peterson, and they're going to have a tag team match against the likes of Joey Jackson and C.W. Bergstrom.
There's a reverse hip lock by Steve Dahl. catch as catch can. He paid him back for the latter incident. It's amazing the shape of some of the men that are here tonight. Steve Dahl's working twice tonight, folks. I don't know whether you know anything about wrestling or not. You've got full adrenaline going. Not for 3 or 4 minutes like amateur wrestling, but sometimes 15, 20, 30 minutes at a time. This guy's wrestling this match right now. He's going full bore, and then he's got to jump back in the ring, as Don said, and get involved in a tag match. Takes a lot of conditioning.
Yeah, we're talking pro wrestling family too. We're talking about your son. Rip Oliver's up here with his son, and out there in the ring we got Sandy Barr's son, Art Barr, out there, along with Steve Dahl.
There's a couple of amateurs takedowns, a couple of switch out. Yeah, there might get him a point if you can get in behind him. There's a try for a body slam. You can't do that in the amateurs, but you can in the pros.
Now, I doubt if you'll see even any of that kind of amateur move.
Boy, you're going to be up here. You're going to be up here in a little while, Don, doing the towns coming up this week. I am amazed at some of the matches they have in these towns. My goodness me. Pendleton, there's a coal miner's glove match. Grappler and Assassin are on the card. Abuda, Dean, and Miller. Rip Oliver's on the card. My goodness, that's a main eventer anywhere in the country.
We're setting the Northwest on fire coming up on the January 24th through February 3rd. And you might want to get your pencil and paper out and get ready to take down all that information, because we're going to have that coming at you right after this first match, in fact. This is our first match tonight in the Portland Sports Arena, in case you just tuned in. Steve Dahl and Art Barr going at it.
Well, it's good to be back, Don. I haven't seen you in a few weeks. I've been rather busy with our outreach program, Northwest Outreach. We're getting a lot of people asking us, can you say the phone number for your drug and alcohol seminar program, Dutch, very slowly? Sure I can. Northwest Outreach. You'll probably get me on the phone or the secretary of one of our constituents. Northwest Outreach is 236-9020. What's that number, Don?
What was it again?
236.
Yes.
9020.
Oh, can you use a touchstone on that?
Of course.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Northwest Outreach. We thank you for all your cards and letters. Incidentally, we are a federal 501c3 charitable organization.
And boy, I tell you, those guys do a great job. You do a great job with that, Dutch. After wrestling the likes of Bull Ramus and all those guys for many, many years, now you're wrestling an even bigger opponent, and that's, of course, that drug and alcohol abuse, which is.
Yeah, we're going to be in Vernonia High School Monday. Why don't you come on over and watch us in action?
Vernonia High School.
Vernonia High School, little town way out there in the country, beautiful spot. Vernonia High School, Monday. So you parents and...
What time?
Oh, I'm going to be there at 10:35 in the morning. The assembly takes place at 1:30.
There's a reversal by Steve Dahl. Well, we're going to be talking about all these towns, all this action, everything going on in just a little bit. And I don't know if you heard anything about this, Dutch, but Don Owen was talking in the office a little while ago how impressed he is with the strength, with the power of these wrestlers that we've got here in the Northwest right now. And you take a look at the likes of Steve Dahl and of course, the Assassin and Rip Oliver. He's talking about having a weightlifting contest a little bit later.
Trying to line up a powerlifting contest?
Powerlift contest, yeah. Can you imagine that?
He wants to see which one of the wrestlers is the strongest and can lift the most weight, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, look at the guys who are going to be involved with that. The Avalanche, the Grappler, the Assassin. All these guys are putting their hat in the ring with that. Barry said he's going to put up a $500 prize to the wrestler that can lift the most weight.
Well, I think that'd go to Avalanche right now, just for walking out there.
Well, I'd go along with that, but some of these little guys will fool you.
I don't think Don Owen's going to be part of this, but he's been known to throw some weight around, right?
Right. Barry Owens was trying for a small cradle there. He missed it. Now he's trying for a pin. Did a half Nelson, try to roll him over and cradle him from the opposite side, and didn't quite work. Mr. Peterson was too smart for that one. There's a side suplex from the inside.
This has been a good match. These guys have really been going at each other since the opening bell, and fairly. So you see, you don't have to always resort to thumbs in the throat. You don't have to hit people with chairs. You don't have to go through all this stuff that you see the likes of Rip Oliver and Avalanche. Have you seen this headgear Avalanche is wearing now?
I got a glimpse of it going through the channels the other night, and I saw this. I thought it was something from outer space.
Yeah, well, it's something else, all right. It's out there. And Avalanche has used that headgear very effectively. And a lot of these guys are saying, hey, that thing is loaded. He's got something in that. Boy, there's another.
Well, we had a pin on that one, Don.
No, I think you only got to two. Got two and a half.
Have a decent crowd here tonight. Don't forget, folks, if you want to have a match, professional wrestling match, anywhere in the state of Oregon or Washington, why don't you give Portland Wrestling a call here, Don? What's that phone number on Portland Wrestling?
Well, actually, what they do is they call Barry Owen. They can call him at area code 503-484-0840, and Barry will give you the information. In fact, we can remind you about that a little bit later on in the program, too. So if you missed that phone number, we'll give it to you a little bit later.
I was taking a look at the Grappler as he walked by tonight. I was noticing that man's bulked up. Did you know how much? Notice how much bigger he looks?
Oh yeah, I think he's going to be part of that.
This match is over.
Of that power lift contest too. All right, now get your pencil and paper out. Get ready to take down the information as we give it to you on the pro wrestling calendar for the coming week. The week of January the 24th through February the 3rd. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Starting tomorrow, we'll be in Pendleton at the Armory. 7 o'clock match. Monday the 25th in McMinnville at the Armory there. It's starting at 8. Tuesday the 26th in St. Helens at the Armory. Wednesday the 27th, Coos Bay at Marshfield High School starting at 8 o'clock. Thursday the 28th, Hood River at Middle School starting at 8. Friday the 29th in Eugene, the Lane County Fairgrounds. Boy, there's a lot of action all over the place. Next Saturday, of course, right back here at the Portland Sports Arena. Sunday the 31st, we'll be in Tumwater, Washington at the high school starting at 7 o'clock, and we'll be right back here with more after this timeout.
Everything in this commercial is free if we don't beat your best price before or after the sale. It's free, guaranteed. We buy better, so we sell better. So shop with confidence that these are the lowest prices. Like this 19-inch Zenith colored TV, $195. This video recorder with wireless remote, $199. This 25-inch GE colored TV console, only $349. Now that's Tom Peterson's The Happy Place to Buy. It's worth the trip.
It's the right place at the right time when the right day is a state of mind. It's a feeling that's all around. The silver bullet won't slow it down. So come on in the Coors Light. It's the right beer now. To the good life, yeah. Good life, yeah. So come on in the Coors Light. It's the right beer now.
You know, there are a lot of reasons why your car might leak. Is your transmission shot? Maybe, maybe not. Now's the time to take your car to AMCO. They'll give your transmission the most complete diagnostic checkup in the industry, so if it's just a small problem, they'll spot it. Fact is, half the cars serviced by AMCO dealers don't need a new transmission. So chances are that little leak won't end up draining your wallet.
AMCO, AA, MCO.
This Sunday afternoon, spend a day live on the court with two back-to-back Pac-10 games on KPTV 12. Beginning at 1, you'll witness the flying of fur and feathers as the Oregon Ducks take on the Washington Huskies live from Seattle. When their clock is up, you're still slam dunking as UCLA visits Arizona. Join us this Sunday afternoon for Pac-10 Live and back-to-back, beginning at 1 on KPTV 12.
Oh, we got lots of action coming up this week. The week of January 24th through the February 3rd, coal miners glove matches, bull rope matches. Listen to this. Starting tomorrow in Pendleton at the Armory, 7 o'clock match, coal miners glove match, plus a TV title match in Pendleton. Monday the 25th in McMinnville at the Armory, starting at 8 o'clock, another coal miners glove match, plus a 6-man tag match. Just follow the bouncing finger there of Dutch Savage. Tuesday the 26th in St. Helens at the Armory, starting at 8. Wednesday, the 27th in Coos Bay at Marshfield High School, 8 o'clock match, a bull rope match, plus a Battle of the Giants in Coos Bay on Wednesday, the 27th. Thursday, the 28th in Hood River at Middle School Hood River, starting at 8 o'clock. Friday, the 29th in Eugene at the Lane County Fairgrounds, and that all starts at 8 o'clock with a lumberjack match for the title, plus a grudge tag match. Next Saturday, of course, we'll be right back here at the Portland Sports Arena, and all kids will be admitted free next Saturday when accompanied by a paying adult. Sunday, the 31st of January, we're going to be in Tumwater, Washington, at the high school with a battle royal in Tumwater. Monday, February 1st in Hoquiam, Washington, at the YMCA Gym, a coal miners glove match in Hoquiam. Tuesday, the 2nd of February in Lapine High School Battle Royal. Wednesday, the 3rd in Medford at the Armory, a coal miners glove match, plus a heavyweight championship match. Don't forget the Wrestle Media. The new magazine is out right now. We'll be back with more after this timeout.
The ultimate lowest...
Hilltop Mall, come on down for the pump of your life.
5,000 square feet of co-ed workout floor, no initiation fee, no contracts to sign.
I carry my own complete line of vitamins and weightlifting attire.
8 Suntana Wolf beds, 10 visits for $20.
Complete men's and women's locker room with your own private showers.
Located in the Danielson Hilltop Mall, Oregon City.
You'd be surprised who's coming.
And Art Barr and Steve Dahl battled to a draw in our first match, and we are getting ready for the second match. This one won't be so clean. This one will not have any good sportsmanship in it because you got a Buddha Dean. Hey, Buddha Dean was...
Buddha, the Hammer Dean.
Yeah, he wasn't here the last time you were here.
No, but he was here the year before I was here, and I remember his shenanigans quite well. He wreaked havoc here for quite a long time before he went on his world tour.
Well, he's gonna be going against the mighty Samoan, Coco Samoa. Will be getting into the ring right now. And here's Don Owen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be one fall or to a TV time limit. Introducing in this corner, 246 pounds, a Buddha Dean the Arab. His opponent in this corner, 236 pounds, the South Pacific, Coco Samoa. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the big extravaganza we're having here on Tuesday, February the 16th. We have signed up one of our all-time favorites, Curt Hennig, the AWA World Heavyweight Champion, to come here and defend his World Championship. And Curt is one of the finest wrestlers that I've ever been associated with. And believe me, he'll give you plenty of action here on February the 16th at the Frank Bonema Memorial Extravaganza. Keep that in mind.
That's right. Have you heard about that, Dutch?
Yeah, I've been given quite a bit of information on it. Did you know Frank Bonema?
Oh, did I know him? Yes, we were very good friends. You bet.
Frank practically lived in my house. Frank and I were fishing buddies. When I had the mortgage down at Flight over in Washington, Frank, in my drinking days, before I decided to quit my alcoholism, before I deterred it and don't drink anymore, Frank and I used to drink and fish all the time together. We go back a long ways. We've been all over the Pacific Northwest and half the North American continent together. He was quite a man, and Frank succumbed to a heart attack too early as far as I'm concerned in his life. He was, in my opinion, probably the best wrestling announcer in the nation at the time.
Oh, he was something else, and he was a good man, Frank Bonema. And this is a fine tribute to his memory right here at the Portland Sports Arena.
Will you take a look? Will you just take a look at what they've signed?
Yeah.
For the Tuesday night, folks, stop right now. Go get a pencil. Write this. You won't believe the matches that are on this card.
Tuesday night, February the 16th, and this is an extravaganza. An extravaganza. This is what they've already signed. The Northwest Heavyweight Champion, well, in fact, the Northwest Heavyweight Champion is going to fight Curt Hennig, the AWA Champion, for the title.
Time out.
Time out.
Time out. Listen. That's just one match. The Northwest Heavyweight Champion against the American Wrestling Association Champion in one of the main events. This has already been signed. Regardless of who it is, that match will take place here in Portland on the Tuesday special. You better get your tickets now. Don't be like the last sellout we had down here, be standing out in the street. You better get them early. Also on that card, Don, I'm excited about this. On that card,
take it easy.
A cage match on top of that, stupendous. That one match alone, the National Wrestling Association champion and the American Wrestling Association champ, that's enough, but a cage match, Don.
Careful now. Careful, you're going to hurt something.
Going to have a stroke.
That's right, cage match. Not only that, Dutch.
What?
Look at this. A strap match.
Oh, give me a, no, come on.
Hey, listen.
Give me a break. A cage match and a strap match.
Let's get a towel for Dutch. Strap match plus the Northwest Tag Team Championship.
This is, folks, this is unbelievable. You think we're making fun of this up here. I can't believe this. The list goes on and on and on and on. We're not even going to tell you the rest of the matches. Let's give you the top four.
No, we're just getting started here. But do mark that down and be here. That's Tuesday, February the 16th, an extravaganza.
Our producer, Larry Neat, just fell off of his seat out in the bus. He can't believe it either.
Hey, I think the bus is still running. My word, isn't that something?
Cage match, strap match, Northwest Tag Team Title Champ match. The Northwest Heavyweight Champion versus the American Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. No matter who it is, it's already signed for Portland here. The Frank Bonham Extravaganza.
That's why this match tonight, Dutch, this heavyweight championship match between the Grappler and Mike Miller is so important.
It's extremely important. Can you imagine the prestige?
You should have heard the Grappler last week. There was no way he wanted to put his title on the line tonight or any time before February the 16th, because he wants to fight Hennig for the title.
Well, he's pretty rude and crude, isn't he?
Yes.
I imagine he'll be out here tonight, and I'll say something to offend His Holiness.
You probably already have.
Yes, and he'll get awful mad at me.
And
That's neither here nor there. As far as I'm concerned, a guy that wears a mask in his position has something to hide.
Well, I'm just going to let you talk to him about that and him talk to you. So I'm sure that just your presence here is enough to give him something to talk about.
Gets him a little irritated, huh?
Yeah, do.
There's just something about me that ticks him off, right? There's Coco Samoa coming on a victory roll on a Buddha Dean, trying to get him up the rope. Sandy Barr gave him a shot and missed, and the Buddha gave him a left hand for his effort.
And Abuda's going outside, and he's going to climb upstairs. He's going up to the top floor.
And Buddha Dean, take a look at the biceps on that guy. Look at this!
Whoa, man! He flew Arabian Airlines and crash landed right smack on the mat as Coco moved out of the way. He's got him hooked, and he's got him! Woo! What a move by Coco Samoa. What a move. He's the winner. We'll be back right after this.
Oh, my.
Everything in this commercial is free if we don't beat your best price before or after the sale. It's free. Guaranteed. We buy better, so we sell better. So shop with confidence that these prices are the lowest. Like this GE 30-inch electric range, $295. This Sanyo 2-door refrigerator, $297. This Whirlpool washer and dryer pair, both pieces, $479. Now that's Tom Peterson's The Happy Place to buy. It's worth the trip.
Sometimes I just know I'm going to break loose. There's a feeling I get when I leave them all behind. Just one more to get by, and I'm gone.
Auto Show Special. Now get 7.7 financing or $770 cash back on Chrysler LeBaron Coupe at your local Northwest Chrysler Plymouth dealer.
Kids can express themselves in a lot of different ways, and it's never too early to start. The skills and the rewards they gain can be the inspiration of a lifetime. You can share those good feelings and open up a whole new world for a kid. Tell them how proud you are of them and invest in your kid's future, for kids' sake.
A for kids' sake message from Dairy Queen.
What's cool at Dairy Queen? The Dairy Queen Sundae with thick hot fudge, juicy strawberry, or buttery caramel topping. The Dairy Queen Sundae. After a hard day of rocking and rolling, we treat you right.
All right, we got the Three Musketeers up here. Coco, great match.
How you doing, brother? Apology. I beat you tonight. I have a surprise for you, brother. Next Saturday, you're gonna put your title on the ring. Chance me, brother. Be ready next week, brother.
All right. And you guys got a big match coming up tonight.
Oh, you bet, you bet. You know, every time we come up, we get...
Hold it. Somebody's tapping me on the back, and it's Dutch Savage coming here with some kind of a trophy.
I think, gentlemen, I think this trophy belongs to you two gentlemen. You won it, and congratulations. Here's your trophy. You want to hold this thing? That's yours.
Nice, Scott.
Let's find out about this trophy, Dutch. What exactly is this?
Have it right there. There you go.
What is this, Dutch? You want to explain this thing?
I don't know. Somebody said they'd won a trophy in here. It's a trophy. What did you win this trophy for? I just brought it out here.
Well, Don always let us in a little bit on before we came out here. This is from the people of the Pacific Northwest. Just an appreciation for us, for defending the belts. And we're going to keep doing it for you every week, everybody. I mean, y'all have been great. And I'll tell you what, we couldn't defend the belts the way we've defended them if it wasn't for you people. Week after week, the people have been behind us. And that's what it takes. I don't care what these other guys say, if they're talking about money or whatever. That might be their ulterior motive, I don't know, but the people are what drives me and Scott week after week.
So this is the People's Trophy. Congratulations, everybody. All right, we'll be right back with more after this timeout.
Everything in this commercial is free if we don't beat your best price before or after the sale. It's free, guaranteed. We buy better, so we sell better. So shop with confidence that these are the lowest prices. Like this 19-inch Zenith Color TV, $195. This video recorder with wireless remote, $199. This 25-inch GE Color TV console, only $349. Now that's Tom Peterson's The Happy Place to Buy. It's worth the trip.
One of the true things about reporters is that they do snack.
It's 10:59 and reporter Eric Best has worked up a hunger.
When I get hungry, I lose concentration, and my brain says, we are shutting the system down in 30 seconds, whether you're ready or not.
Snickers bar, fresh roasted peanuts, peanut butter nougat, caramel, and milk chocolate.
I gave hunger the Snickers. Hunger was satisfied. I did the story. I got through.
Packed with peanuts, Snickers really satisfies.
Snickers really satisfies you.
Sometimes, I just know I'm going to break loose. There's a feeling I get when I leave them all behind. Just one more to get by, and I'm gone.
Now get 7.7 financing or $770 cash back on Chrysler LeBaron Coupe at your local Northwest Chrysler Plymouth dealer.
Next time on Family Ties.
He's here!
A visit from an old college pal brings back memories of the good old days.
Everybody living day to day like a pack of idealistic, unemployed vagabonds.
Like this romantic fling Elise never mentioned.
I bet you two have had a few laughs talking about that.
Don't bet on it, pal.
Oh, not that many.
Elise's little secret is about to turn into a big deal. Next time on Family Ties.
Family Ties, Monday night at 6 on KPTV 12.
And we are back at the Portland Sports Arena.
I have to apologize.
Oh, that's quite a trophy.
I was so excited by that February 16th card with all those extravagant matches that are on the card that the trophy there, I was beside myself. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for the two young men. Folks, that trophy that we were presented, it's my fault. I apologize. That trophy was from the fans of the Pacific Northwest. They presented it to Steve Dahl and Mr. Peterson because they love the guys, and that's for defending their belts as many times as they do. And it's just a heartfelt thing from the fans here in the Northwest to those two young men. And please accept my apologies.
Well, the fans appreciate Scott Peterson and Steve Dahl and the way Scott and Steve are constantly putting those titles on the line, and they're working for the people. And that is the people's trophy to them, and that's great.
That really sounded dumb. I don't know what they give it to. I was so beside. Now look, now we got this match coming up. Folks, you'd have to be here for the mayhem that's in the sports arena. And this is the first time I've been back in 5 weeks, so I apologize.
What is Rip Oliver doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be one fall. Now, Rip Oliver has insisted that he has two sons that's on the amateur wrestling team, and he wants to show this big ninja what amateur wrestling is really about. So this bout will be collegiate rules, amateur style.
What?
Is that what you want?
That's what he wants, amateur rules.
Okay, introducing.
The agreement was the kendo stick stays in the dressing room, so get it out of here.
Introducing in this corner, 246 pounds from Florida, Rip Oliver. His opponent in this corner, 320 pounds, the American Ninja.
Brian Adams, the American Ninja. I don't think Brian knew, really, that this was supposed to be an amateur.
Low point, get out on all four.
Now, you know this is not going to... Rip Oliver may start out this way, but he's not going to end this way.
Hey, it's amateur rules, and Rip's already trying to sucker him to take the...
Brian's asking for the PA mic.
Why should I be the one to get on all fours first? Why don't you go down first? You're such the expert. Why don't you go down first?
Well, you know how to keep points on this thing, Dutch. Let's keep score.
Oh, yeah. Now, if Rip Oliver gets the upper position and Brian decides to make an escape and he gets clean away, they may give him a point for his effort. They may not. But if Ripper takes him over and gets him on his back, he's going to get 2 points. And then if he starts controlling him, the points build up after that. Here's a flip of the toss to see who goes down and who's up in this one. Rip Oliver lost the toss. He's going to have to get on all fours first.
Well,
some of the people that are watching have no idea what amateur wrestling is about, so I'm just going to be just very unacademic. And if the coaches laugh at me for saying what I'm going to say, that's fine then. But Rip's going to have to take the first position. He's going to have to get down on all fours. The old ladies that are, and the little old ladies and the little old men that are sitting at home that have never seen an amateur match. Rip's in the lower position. Brian's going to have to get in behind him.
Well,
and try to roll Rip over or get him over on his back and try to pin him.
Welcome to Portland Amateur Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, for the Portland Sports Arena. Now, I cannot believe that Rip Oliver's going to go through with this amateur thing.
Well, Rip was quite an amateur before. You didn't know that about Ripper. He was quite an amateur. He may come out of there and sit out on him and get away from him. Let's see what Brian Adams knows. Brian Adams is taking his good-natured time getting up there. In amateur wrestling, there's a time limit. You have to do that, but not here.
Well, Brian Adams was starting to move in on him, and Rip got up again.
Rip's a little mad. I think he's trying to confuse him. Remember how cagey Rip is.
He's going for the...
I'm going to get out on all four, brother. I'm not going to stay down there. You're going to be like, put it on there, brother. I'm going to ride you.
All right, so here we go. All right, now we're on the way.
Rip's trying to sit up. There's an escape. Rip's going for a leg, trying for a leg. He's still rolling around the mat. Brian's going for control. They got him behind him. He can't quite control him. Now he's in behind him. He's sitting. They got him on his back into the ropes. I don't think he's going to get a point for that.
So no points so far.
Well, not according to the referee, Sandy Barr. And referee Sandy Barr has refereed some amateur matches. But you notice Rip went for this. That's like going for the edge of the match.
Well,
edge of the match. M-A-T. Match.
Yes, there you go. And it looks like a whirling dervish out there, Dutch.
Well, you would too if you had 590 zillion tons chasing you around, wouldn't you?
Now,
that kid weighs 290 pounds, 300 pounds.
In amateur wrestling, don't they have a circle that they have to stay within or something?
Well, no. If a guy gets in trouble, he can inch his way over to the circle, get both bodies outside that circle. The referee has to break it, and they have to start all over again.
But usually in amateur wrestling, you don't have one guy that weighs as much as Rip and another guy.
No. Rip's giving up 50, 60 pounds here.
Yeah, because Brian Adams is just a huge individual.
You have no idea, folks. You have to come down to the sports arena. Get your kids off the street on Saturday night and come on down here.
Now the crowd really getting on Rip right now. He's trying to he's trying to quiet them down. That's not going to work. But now Brian Adams is in the amateur position, and here goes Rip Oliver.
Rip's not ready yet. It appears that Rip has hurt his shoulder. At least he's...
Oh, no.
It appears that he may have hurt his shoulder, stretched it a little bit. Yeah. He might have a stitch in that shoulder socket. What do you think?
I think he hurt his shoulder the way he hurt his thumb. That's been bandaged for the last...
Oh, watch out! What's that? What was that? He just rubbed... What was that, chalk? He just rubbed chalk. That's rosin.
That's amateur chalk, Dutch.
Whatever you'd like to say, it looks like rosin to me.
Oh,
there's a clothesline by Oliver.
Sandy Barr is down. He's hurt.
Brian Adams can't see anything. He can't see where there's a...
This is ridiculous. We need some help in here.
He's putting...
Oh, here comes Steve Dahl.
Here comes the riot squad. They're trying to get a hold of him.
Well, I didn't think this was going to stay amateur very long.
All four of them jumped in the ring. The assassin, Scott Peterson. Mike Miller's in there to try to protect Brian Adams. What a dirty trick Oliver pulled on Brian Adams. Rubbing that chalk in his eyes, you can't see.
Yeah, Brian was temporarily blinded there by all that shock. And now Rip Oliver going back, is feeling pretty proud of himself.
He's gloating, isn't he? He's really gloating as he goes.
He really is, yeah. Well, but you got to admit, he suckered Brian Adams right smack into that thing. Now, you knew that Rip Oliver was no way was he going to fight an amateur match. bout.
Well, you can smell that stuff all the way up here.
Oh, yeah, it's potent stuff. Man.
Don, you've been around here for the last 5 weeks, and I've been off for five or 6 weeks here. I've been down here. And I returned to the same thing. Oliver hasn't changed one bit, has he?
Nah, no, it's the same old Rip Oliver. We will be back with more after this timeout.
The ultimate lowest price guarantee. It's free if we don't beat your best price before or after the sale. We buy better, so we sell better. So shop with confidence that these are the lowest prices. Like these Douglas Decorator dinettes. Your choice, any of the four, only $199. Or this contemporary sofa and love seat in durable Herculon with solid oak trim, only $499. Now that's Tom Peterson's The Happy Place to Buy. It's worth the trip.
Wrestling action returns Thursday night to the Hood River Middle School starting at 8 p.m. The Willie Junker Jr. benefit is to help this young man's medical bills. 2 exciting championship matches headline this exciting card, along with the rock and roll sounds of your favorite wrestlers. Don't miss this very special night, Thursday at the Hood River Middle School, the Billy Junker benefit. Advance tickets at these locations. The Salem Armory rocks out with the biggest extravaganza in years, Thursday, February 4th, featuring a bunkhouse battle royal for $2,500, plus a coal miner's glove match, a lumberjack strap match, and 2 championship battles. And if this wasn't enough, your favorite wrestlers will rock and roll before the matches with one of the Northwest's hottest bands. Remember, Thursday night, February 4th, at the Salem Armory, the biggest extravaganza in Salem's history. Advance ringside tickets at Bill Beard's Sporting Goods in downtown Salem.
You can make your child's day each tomorrow bright. You can make their life seem right. Take the time to give and care for kids' sake, kids' sake. Make the time to live and share for kids' sake. You'll feel better when you see them proud. Take the time to give and care for kids' sake.
What kind of amateur wrestling was that, Rip?
Don't even ask me what kind of amateur wrestling is that. This is professional wrestling. By that, if you brought your kendo stick out here, boy, on the 26th, you thought you got the crippler. Well, you seen what happened tonight, brother. No one gets one on the crippler and gets by with it. That's only the beginning. You boys take lesson of that, because the crippler don't stop for nothing.
I'll tell you one thing right now, Don Koss. It seems like everybody's mind right now is getting a shot and getting their hands on this Northwest heavyweight title. And the reason for that, brother, is because the man that has this title right here on February the 16th in the Frank Bible Memorial, he gets a shot at Kurt Hennig for the AWA World Heavyweight title, Daddy. And I'm going to tell you people something right now. Mike Miller, you frame me in the chance to get a shot at this belt tonight. But I promise you one thing, boy. I'll do anything it takes in my body to hold on this belt right here, Daddy, for one reason. Because I plan to be the World Heavyweight Champion February 16th. Beat me if you can.
Coco Samoa, the Cro-Magnon man. I was living in the penthouse, brother, when you was swinging from the treehouse. Everybody knows that you're a cheating savage, Coco Samoa. So you want a shot at the trophy, huh? Next Saturday night, you got a shot at this trophy, brother, right here in Portland. And you know, speaking of trophies, I look over here, I see this is a very lovely trophy. This is a beautiful trophy. And you know, it surprises me that Dutch Savage, the famous Dutch Savage, lacks the judgment of talent to award it to the Southern Rockers. I can't believe that those 2 egotistical wrestlers, now I'm not saying they're not great wrestlers, don't get me wrong, but the ego and the vanity that these men demonstrate, how can they possibly be awarded a trophy like this? Do you know that every day they go into the gym, they put their belts on, they're training in the mirror, they're worried about how their hair looks and everything. You know what I think?
Hey, wait a minute. Hold it. That's from the people. What's the matter with this guy? Wait a minute. That's from...
This is the only trophy that belongs in the Pacific Northwest.
You guys are crazy. That was from the people to Scott.
I had to take that out and shove that right up Steve Dahl's throat.
Wait a minute. What?
You want to talk about credentials? You want to talk about champion? You want to talk about talent? You're looking at it right here. The house of Abu Dhabi.
That's terrible. That was from the people to Scott Peterson and Steve Dahl.
I don't care what the people gave Scott Peterson and Steve Dahl, Don Kotz. We're talking about a bench pass contest is coming up. Hey, we talk about credentials. 1984, strongest teenager in the world. A Cornhusker. I've got it all. What do these other guys got? They don't have anything.
All they got is a busted trophy.
They got a busted trophy. The tag team champions, the Southern Geekers. They can forget about it. They don't have a chance. They don't matter anymore.
All right. Jeez. Well, we got to clean up this mess. The trophy has been demolished. We'll be back. We'll be right back right after this.
Everything in this commercial is free if we don't beat your best price before or after the sale. It's free, guaranteed. We buy better, so we sell better. So shop with confidence that these are the lowest prices.
Jump in there and stop. Yeah, why didn't I jump in and stop it? Well, you're the one that's been in the ring before. That's one of the dastardly... There's a trophy presented by the fans of those two young gentlemen, and these people, Abu Dhabi and Avalanche, you've got a lot of class. It's all low. I want you to know that. Man, I don't know who taught that class, but they failed. People would do that and have the mentality of a spider. Well, look who's in the ring right now. I don't want to say anything bad about spiders. It takes mentality to be a spider. They don't have any. Terrible thing to do to somebody's trophy. I wonder if the Grappler had anything to do with that. Here comes Don Owens. I'm mad. All right, now take it easy and calm down, because we got a heavyweight championship match now coming up. Call your friends and neighbors. Tell them to tune in to KPTV Channel 12 right now, because this one is for the title. There's the Grappler. Grappler's looking pretty good. He's picked up some weight. Looks like he's put about 15 pounds on it. It's all muscle. He's ready for that power lift. Here comes Mike Miller, and the joint is rocking. Oh, they love Mike Miller. Here's Don Owens making the announcement.
The next event will be one fall for the Northwest Heavyweight Championship belt. Introducing in this corner, 248 pounds, the masked Grappler. His opponent in here, the challenger, 260 pounds from Louisiana, Mike Miller.
Boy, I tell you, we're going to have quite a match here. The people are really up for this one. I want to say something about Pendleton this coming Monday night. That's 24th. That's tomorrow, isn't it? That's tomorrow. Sunday, my mistake. Pendleton tomorrow night. There's a coal miner's glove match. There's a TD Tag Team title match, and all the stars you see here tonight are going to be on the card. And Monday night in McMinnville, a coal miner's glove match. Avalanche, the Assassin, Rip Oliver, the American Ninja, and the Grappler. Boy, these towns are going to be humming. Look at January 26th in St. Helens. A bull rope match. Hey, we got the Southern Rockers up here right now, Dutch. All right. Steve, I'm sorry. He just annihilated that trophy.
Let me tell you something. We're both so mad we're shaking. And we pride ourselves on being a couple of Southern gentlemen, but things have come to a head. And it's come to a time when everybody's got to fight fire with fire around here. You know, we try to get out here, we try to wrestle, we defend the belts the best way we can. This is a trophy the people gave to us. It's not even uncalled for. It's very uncalled for. They want to fight. They want to fight. Well, they picked two Southern guys that ain't going to take it off anybody. You know, they already started a fire, and me and Scott, they pulled a lot of stuff around here. They just threw some gas on the fire, and I don't think they know what they're involved in.
Hey, those guys are hot, and I don't blame them. Boy, oh boy. Here we go with the Grappler and Mike Miller. Don't forget the 26th, this coming Thursday night, folks. January 26th, Hood River, the biggest card ever at Willie Junker Junior High School. Take a look at this. My goodness, Mike Miller's going to sing there. There's going to be a special rock and roll band. Mike Miller's going to sing?
Yeah, with the Avengers.
Still my heart. Live music with the Avenger Band at Hood River. Promoter Sandy Barr's putting on a big one up there. All you have to do is listen to radio I can't read that. Don't have my glasses.
KIHR.
KIHR.
Yep.
I remember that station well.
You see what's happening on Thursday, February the 4th, WrestleMedia magazine awarding the Wrestler of the Year awards.
Where?
That's right. Well, in Salem.
In Salem. Now I have my glasses on.
At the Armory.
Most popular wrestler of the year, most hated wrestler of the year, tag team of the year, plus live music with the Avenger Band and February 4th at the Salem Armory.
Yes. And look who's going to MC that marvelous event.
Are you kidding? The world famous, one and only, the most fantastic television wrestling announcer on the globe, in the universe, Don Koss. Don Koss is going to be there.
Right. I thought you were leading up to somebody else. There's a takedown by Mike Miller and a kickoff by the Grappler.
We get carried away, folks.
And we will get carried away if we don't get back to the match here.
They're coming to take us away. You wait.
This is for the title, ladies and gentlemen. The Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship is on the line. The Grappler says he was tricked into putting the title on the line, but he wasn't. This is the match Mike Miller wanted, because whoever is champion come February the 16th is going to fight Curt Hennig.
You betcha. I was talking to Vern Kelson today in Battleground, Washington. Old Vern says he thinks Mike Miller can take him. That's Vern Kelson. I want to say that because Vern, he's quite a wrestling aficionado. He even remembers me when I was wrestling. That guy's got to be old, right? Mike Miller threatening a right hand. The Grappler's backing out of the ring. His mask is starting to come off.
Look on Miller's face. He said, Sandy, why'd you break that up? I wanted to get that mask. I wanted to lay a right hand right on his face.
I can't get over Rip Oliver. He had his boy here tonight, and he pulls that shenanigan.
Yeah, is that what he wants his boy to?
No, I don't think he wants his son to do. That's a nice young man he has there. Body slam by Mike Miller. He picked the Grappler up like it was a ripe sack of sand.
Side headlock by what? Can we find that in our Funkin' Waggle? I don't think so.
You know, you're liable to find anything in your Funkin' Waggle. It's a good night. It's good to be back, Don. Good to be with you. Hello, fans. How are you fans down in Klamath Falls, Oregon? Down at Henley High School. Got a friend of mine who's going to be visiting you Wednesday afternoon. Her name is Dorisha Luce. Drugs in the family.
Look at this. He's lining it up. He's gonna smash him right. He did. And down goes the Grappler, and out goes the Grappler.
Right over the eye, right on top of the eyelid. Oh, that stings. That hurts. Oh, that'll close your window in a hurry.
He's on his knees on the floor.
Let me show you. Feel that.
No. Just write it down, Dutch. Write it down. I'll just read about it.
The cameramen are going, yeah, give it to him.
No, they're not. They're on my side.
That makes the wax come out of your ears when you get hit like that. It really hurts you.
That's it.
Anybody that doesn't know anything about pain, all you have to do is get touched on that top eyelid, right over that nerve, right there.
That's a sinus nerve, isn't it? That's a terrible way to clean your ears. Mike Miller telling Sandy Barr, hey, I just used the palm of my hand, just like that.
Grappler's complaining. He says, hey, man, give me a break. Close my eyeball on me.
Oh, there's a good crowd here tonight, Dutch. They are really...
There's a fireman's carry by the Grappler. It takes Mike Miller over into a kneeling arm bar. Got a figure 4 on him.
You know, this is a one-fall match. We're not talking 2 out of 3. This is a one fall.
For all the marbles.
That's right. And all the belts. Now he's got Miller in that corner against that turnbuckle. Boy, forearm smashes, reversal whip into the turnbuckle, goes Grappler, back body drop. Woo! And he came down with ice.
You know he almost hit the ceiling?
Yeah. That crowd saying, go for it, Mike.
Mike's got him pinned on that bottom cable. Got a rake in the eyes for his trouble.
He turned his head. He turned his head and paid the price.
Hard right hand to the skull.
Caught Miller right on the back of the head.
Oh, man. Solid right hand. Set Mike Miller right down to Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Is that where he's from? There goes another one.
Another one. Miller getting a little tired of that.
Yeah.
There's one to the eye. He's hitting him in that eye again.
Oh, he's really unloading on him. Down goes Grappler.
Look at a pin coming up. One. Didn't last too long.
A rake across the face. Here comes
Coming
the whip.
at you.
Into the rope. Oh, man. He clotheslined him down. He kind of blocked it. 1, 2, and Miller kicks out.
I'm not sure. Is Miller bleeding from the mouth? I couldn't tell.
I can't see.
Grappler's trying to soften him up. He's working on that head area.
Well, if he wasn't bleeding from the mouth, he probably is now. There's a knee lift by the Grappler, and down goes Miller. Don't forget, next Saturday night, all kids admitted free when accompanied by a paying adult. And what a card Don Owen is lining up for next Saturday night. You better plan on being here. Don't miss it.
Has he given you any hints? I hate suspense.
The only thing he says back there, he says, wait until you hear about next Saturday night.
Well, if it's anything like the 16th coming up with the Frank Bonema benefit, or the thing they're going to have in Hood River, or the thing they're going to have in Salem, or the thing they're going to have in Pendleton, I got to see this.
You'll notice on Tuesday, February the 9th, big-time wrestling going to hit Grandview, Washington, the high school in Grandview. A Texas bull rope match, Assassin versus the Grappler, Oliver against American Ninja, Dahl and Miller, they're all going to be there in Grandview on Tuesday, February the 9th.
I used to promote over in Grandview, Yakima in the Valley over there.
That's a good wrestling area. Oh, hard elbow, another one. Look at Miller. He is a volcano all over.
He's going crazy. What lit his fuse?
Haynes.
Oh, hard elbow smash. Grappler almost turned a backflip on that one. Full gainer.
There goes a whip. Into the rope. And a hard clothesline. Did he hang him out to dry or what?
Boy, they both left their feet there. Grappler got up. He's very resilient. Miller's going to try to push him off.
No.
Sandy Barr took a step inward, and Grappler ran right smack dab into him.
He's hurt. Sandy is hurt.
There's a bear hug. Mike Miller. Bear hug.
Wait a minute. Hold it.
That should be open.
Avalanche.
Oh, look out. No.
He's loading that headgear, and he got Miller right in the back.
He loaded that headgear.
He loaded. You bet he did. He got Miller in the back.
Oh,
come on. Look at this. Sandy Barr's back is turned.
What happened to the... Where the Avalanche went under the ring?
Yeah, he's under the ring.
He's hiding under. Here comes the Assassin. The Assassin's breaking the count. There's the Assassin out here. Got a count of 2.
The Assassin stopped the count. He stopped the count. He said, He's got to explain to Sandy Barr what happened.
Avalanche came in and loaded that headgear and dropped a Sunday on Mike Miller.
Avalanche is still he's under the ring. Yeah, Sandy Barr. Yeah, he found him. Look at, the Grappler's loading that boot, Dutch.
Grappler just loaded the boot.
Oh, baby. And Assassin unloaded on Grappler.
Oh, look out. Mayhem in the ring. We're all going. It's going to be a Donnybrook. All of them are going at each other. Out of the ring goes the Grappler. Out of the ring goes he's trying to get
Avalanche. There he goes. And Avalanche and Grappler are going back to the dressing room, consoling each other.
This place is going crazy.
Oh, everybody on their feet. This is fantastic. We've got a mop out here to mop this place up. And the Assassin once again comes to the rescue of Mike Miller. Just in the nick of time, Dutch.
What's the verdict on the match here?
Oh, it's got to be interference.
He's raising Mike Miller's hand.
However, the belt's going to remain with the Grappler, right? Because it's a disqualification.
Oh, that's right. The belt doesn't change hands on the disqualification. What a rotten deal.
Mike Miller won the battle, but he lost the war. And we'll be back with another special interview and more action after this timeout.
Everywhere you look, products are packaged for value and convenience.
Rip Oliver.
That's right, Rip. I've seen low before, but you reached the ultimate bottom. Making your son come out here tonight so I let my guard down, thinking I'd be getting a fair match with you tonight was too much. I hope you're laughing, Rip. Laugh all you can, because it'll be hard for you to laugh next week after I rub your face all over that mat, baby. That's right. While I was back in the dressing room, I was consulting with Barry Owens. I got a no disqualification match with you next week right here in Portland. That means no disqualification. Bring your brass knucks. Bring your damn powder, because you're going to need it, Daddy, next week.
Oh, mercy. Next Saturday night.
Next Saturday night, Brian Adams, I'm telling you what, he's 320 pounds. He's mean and he's rough, baby. I don't know what you throwed in the man's eye. I was out there in the ring a minute ago and I picked something up on my finger. It burned a little bit. I don't know what it was. We'll find out. Well, I tell you what, it wasn't enough to keep the big man down because he's coming back next Saturday. And I tell you what, I'll be here too this week at Pendleton, McMinnville, St. Helens, and Coos Bay. And then down in Hood River. We're in Hood River this week, Thursday. Be down there. They're going to have a big band out there, the Avenger too, and then we'll be back in Eugene and then right back here in Portland. Well, let me tell you something, son. You got your hands full. I'll be here. Grappler, you pulled a trick out there on me. That headbutt of yours, Avalanche, I don't know what you have in that thing, but I'm going to find out what it is if I have to tear it off your head and find out. One more thing. I'm sorry my daughter was sitting at home watching this. She's got a little friend, Stephanie, there. Amber, happy 4-year-old birthday, baby. And I tell you what, your daddy's going to stand there strong. He's going to beat some booty. And I tell you what, Grappler, you step out of line again, you're going to have to deal with a mean man. And Avalanche, I'm going to pull that headgear off, and I'm going to find out what's in that damn thing. Hey, Don Coss, Mike Miller. Hey, we're talking about Grappler and Avalanche. All week long, you pulled the same thing you pulled on Mike Miller tonight. Next Saturday night, me and Mike Miller, we want a big grudge tag team match against the Grappler and Avalanche. Now, tomorrow, starting in Pendleton, brother, coal miners glove match. McMinnville, big coal miners glove match. Then we start in St. Helens. We start ringing bells, brother. Big bull rope match in St. Helens on Tuesday night, Grappler, me and you. Then Wednesday, Coos Bay, we're going to ring a few more bells. Then a big wrestling extravaganza on the 28th in Hood River, brother. I want everybody in Hood River, you bring all your kinfolks and you come on down. Then Eugene, we're talking about a lumberjack match. We're talking about Pacific Northwest title on the line. Then we're talking about Portland Sports Arena next Saturday night, brother. Grappler, Avalanche, me and Mike Miller, we're going to whip your butts right here next Saturday.